Pulsar have started 2025 off with a bang. It's going to be an exciting year for them for sure, and let's talk now about the CrazyLight. And if you aren't familiar with the X2 Mini shape, it's a flat-sided, blocky, somewhat wide and short mouse. The sides don't have much shape at all, they're very flat, and the slight expansion in the hips towards the back presents the only location with any contours on the side of this mouse. The hump is focused towards the back of the mouse, but on the Mini, it isn't too tall or sharp an angle that it gets in the way. The hump is intended to offer a place to rest your palm, but it isn't too intrusive in your grip. The X2 Mini would work well for most people in fingertip grip, and I find due to the grip width of this mouse that it feels really steady, but if you have good range in your fingers, I think you could have a good time either relaxed or aggressive claw gripping this mouse too. Again, due to the grip width of the mouse and the middling hump that can offer some nice anchor points for palm and knuckle contact. When I compare my old X2 Mini to this new version, there are no immediately obvious shape changes. And what is obvious though, is the weight difference. The new version of this mouse weighs 35 grams with dots installed and 37 grams with full-size feet. When I reviewed the X2 Mini in the past, I didn't really care for it. I reviewed it in my fingertip video saying that although I performed well with it, it just felt a bit boring to use. Well, the 20 grams lighter weight on this newer version has made the X2 Mini a lot more enjoyable and exciting to play with, and I've been really enjoying this mouse over the last few weeks. In terms of the structural integrity of this mouse, it's really solid. There's no telltale signs that this is a lightweight mouse in that regards. I can't get it to flex by pressing on it, and it's really solid in my grip. The coating is pretty nice too. It feels a bit chalky. Not quite as grippy as my HitScan Hyperlight, but it isn't far off. I haven't needed to use grip tape with this mouse, and that's a sign that the coating is good enough for me. In terms of the clicks, they've used optical switches in this version of the X2, and they feel extremely light to press. So much so that the weight of my fingers will actuate them if I fully rest my fingers on the buttons. Due to the clicks being optical switches, they also aren't quite as tactile as some of the other stuff I'm using at the moment. So as two examples, we've got the Vaxi MP01S version 2 that I reviewed recently, and the G-Walls HTS Ultra that I'll be reviewing very soon. But the clicks on the X2 Mini CrazyLight certainly feel good in use and aren't a deal breaker at all. Just because the lightness of the clicks may be not aligned to my personal preferences, they're still satisfying in use, and you just get used to using them over a period of time. The side buttons feel great too. I have no complaints, they're responsive and quite satisfying to press. The scroll wheel is also nicely implemented. It's a plastic wheel with a rubber band running through the middle, and the scroll steps feel appropriately defined, and the actuation is satisfying and spammable. The dongle is nice on my unit. It's a transparent plastic with a blue LED inside that glows when you move the mouse. You can set the polling rate to 8000 Hz, but I typically use my mice at 1000 Hz because it means the battery lasts longer. On the bottom of the mouse you have a simple on-off switch, which is designed minimally to reduce the weight, and the DPI button is also very minimal for the same reason. What I'm really excited about is the colour options they're releasing the CrazyLight in during February. I plan to buy a green one for myself when the size 2 option is available, because I suspect that will just be more size appropriate for me personally. I understand all of the Pulsar models will get a CrazyLight version in 2025, which is absolutely insane. I think Pulsar are going to reach new heights this year, and I'm absolutely here for it. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.